Hey everyone, it's Heidi. This video is a really important one because it is for those of you who know someone who is hitting rock bottom, literally feeling like they don't want to be here anymore, like life is too hard. They can't take the emotions that they're feeling. They feel trapped in their emotions. They feel stuck in their lives. They don't feel good enough. For those of you, any of you that are going through that and feeling that you're not good enough, that you're not doing the right thing, that you're not worthy enough, worthy of love, worthy of approval and acceptance and appreciation, it's okay. It's okay to feel that way because we are humans. We're these amazing beings in this human body, and we came here to experience the full range of emotions. All of them. Because how fun, when we're in heaven, or this is heaven, but when we are awakened to heaven in us, everything's great, everything's groovy, everything's awesome, it's harmonious, and it feels wonderful. We feel expansive, we feel, excited about our lives. But when we chose to come here, we chose to experience sadness and anger and hurt and sorrow and grief and jealousy, all of them. And the thing that we forget, because this is so important, is this message is pouring out of me, and I know I say that a lot, and this is how you know, because I was also guided to share this for all of you out there that are listening or watching this. If there's something that's coming up out of you and you keep repeating it and you keep hearing it and it moves you emotionally, and you just, it's a message that just keeps coming up, it's a message for you, yes, to listen to, but it's a message to share. Because first of all, I have amazing friends, amazing clients who are really struggling, who are going through some of the darkest times of their life right now. And that's why I wanted to make this video. There are people ranging from, young teenagers all the way to later on in their life. And what I want you to know, and not just me, it's God in me, it's my source in me that wants you to know that you are so precious, that you are so divine and magnificent. No matter if you feel it or not. It was a big, big, big deal to get you here. It was a big, big deal to create this masterpiece of a body that you have. And maybe it doesn't feel like a masterpiece. It might feel like crap. Maybe it aches, maybe it hurts, maybe you've been sick. We are going through an awakening. We are literally awakening our remembrance of who and what we are, why we came here, and our bodies are being purged and cleared and cleansed. And everything in us is coming up to be pushed out that is no longer serving us. And sometimes it feels like huge concentration, balls of all these emotions all coming in at the same time. And it comes from the center and it moves all the way up. And when it does, it hurts and you feel stuck and you feel trapped. I'm speaking from experience. When I sit down to process, to let myself feel, and sometimes I feel amazing and I'm like, okay, time to check in, time to just see what's inside that's ready to come out. I'm shocked at some of the things that come out, especially when I feel amazing and happy and joyful and appreciative. It literally feels like my stomach has been punched and I'm like, just as pain comes out. And so, I have felt shame and guilt and pain and sorrow and rage and anger where lots of FUs were coming out big time. And I had to let myself feel it, and I had to let myself just express it and feel it, because it was I feel ... Because this is where we get stuck, and this is something that's really important for you to remember. You are a magnificent being. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. You wouldn't possibly be able to be here if you weren't. You are not small, you are perfect. Inside, you have this magnificent being, this multi-dimensional, benevolent being, consciousness that is wise, that is infinite, intelligent, full of wisdom, full of everything. And everything you could possibly ever need or want, it's in you, okay? We have to invoke that within us. We must invoke. If it's more love that we want, then we need to go within and just accept and know and love that in you is where that love is. If you want well-being, if you feel like crap or you're sick and you want to feel healthy and well-being is in you. It knows. This intelligence knows everything that you need and want. You came fully equipped. We forget that. I'm still working through blocks and everything, and I don't want to be redundant or repetitive in some of the videos that I've done because it's true, but this is what's coming out is when you sit down to feel and you allow yourself to feel, we get stuck in saying, I am depressed, I am angry, I am sad, I am scared, you know, I'm all these things, but that's not the truth. I feel. That's the thing that you want to practice saying is, I feel ... Because the truth is, you are the I am of all that is. In your being, that magnificent source in you is all that is. Impossible for it to be anything less. And right now, because of emotions, maybe there's some thoughts, maybe there's some beliefs, definitely limiting beliefs, definitely. And don't get so stuck in the lineage of your family. If you're born into a family that there's a lot of depression or there's a lot of anxiety, don't own it. Don't own it. This is a time for you to surrender, release, and let go of any and all genealogical lineage, hereditary things that you have owned and taken on, whether it's alcoholism, drug addiction, heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, you know them all. I mean, any of those. Just because your family has them doesn't mean that you have to. And we've been told from when we were little, well, you better be careful because so-and-so's this and Aunt Betty's this, and so that means you're going to be. That's not true. That's a limiting falsehood. So just take a moment to check in with yourself. Check in with yourself. Put your hand on your heart. When we are waking up and ascending, it is not always comfortable. It is not going to be easy. And everything, and I mean everything, from this lifetime and all the lifetimes is coming up. Be gentle with yourself and love yourself. And if you can't love yourself, let those around you love you. You are loved. You are loved. And if you don't feel loved, if you don't have a circle, then reach out. Because I promise you that there are so many people that would love to love you, that would love to hold you, to remind you of who and what you are. Because you're everything. You're everything. And when we feel like we want to check out and we want to leave, and it's okay to feel that way, don't judge yourself. When we feel that way, believe me, I've thought it too. I'm like, this human gig is hard. It's way too hard. I'm just gonna, not like I was going to, but like, I'm out. I want to be a spirit guide or I'll be a guardian angel. But I mean, this human stuff, it's heavy, it's dense, it's dark. And then sometimes feeling like humanity doesn't care, humanity gets stuck. That's all like, that's anything I think that we all feel. But when we feel this way, when we feel like, I don't want to be here, it's too much, it's too hard, I don't like it for a billion different reasons. That's because you're not living the life you came here to live. And when I heard that one time, I thought, that's so true. And I mean, some of you might be going like, yeah, no shit, Heidi, no shit. Obviously I'm not. If I was living the life I wanted, then I wouldn't feel this way. I wouldn't feel stuck, scared, wanting to numb. Some of you want to drink your sorrows away and your grief away. Some of you want to take drugs and numb your pain. And some of you might not even know what the pain is. And some of you might be so aware of that pain. Some of you might try it because we've done it for eons. Is keep that energy, push down those emotions. Don't feel them. Don't think about them. Don't feel them. We're going through an awakening. You cannot not feel. You cannot. It's going to be pushed and purged and lifted up. So the best thing to do is allow yourself to feel it without owning it, without taking it personal, and just know I'm an energetic being. These emotions have a frequency to them. They're lower frequency. They don't feel good. But you're tough, you're strong, you're amazing, you're resilient. Think of everything you've been through in your life. And the thought of feeling it is scarier sometimes than just letting it come up, come out, and it goes back to love. So when I heard I wasn't living, the reason I felt that way is I wasn't living the life that I was, then I was taught and reminded it was about being reminded of how powerful and amazing the being in me is. This imagination here, is a gift. It's a gift. If you can close your eyes and visualize and see you thriving, being happy, having the job of your dreams, being with someone you want to be, being untangled. Maybe you're in a relationship and you don't want to be in it and you don't know how to get out of it. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to upset your families. What are people going to think? What's going to go on? There's lots of divorce and breaking up in relationships going on right now, at least in my conscious awareness of clients and some friends. So if you are wanting to leave a job and get a new one, if you want to walk and right now you currently can't, if you want to run and you can't, but you can visualize and see it, it exists. It exists on a timeline that is available to you. It's available in the quantum field, which is all around us. So don't forget that. If you can sit and visualize and see it and feel the emotions with it, how great would it feel to have this job? How great would it feel to feel good? How great would it feel to just want to get up and go for a walk, or get up and not feel like crap? See it, feel it, know it, but you go to the end. Don't see how. It's impossible. I don't know how I'm going to do that. No, that's how you mess it all up. Go to the end. It's the answered prayer. Go to the end. Visualize. If I were to pray and ask for what I don't believe I have, or don't believe that I am, or don't believe that I'm ever going to get or be or have or whatever, go to the end. What would you ask for? But instead of asking, because that's validating and sending out that signal that you aren't it or don't have it or won't have it, go to the end and see with all the bells and whistles that you have it all, that you feel better than you ever have, that you're in that amazing relationship you want. You are feeling better than you ever have. Imagine people congratulating you, giving you well wishes, and they're so excited for you. Maybe it's for whatever reason. They're congratulating you on your well-being. They're congratulating you on your abundance. They're congratulating you on your new relationship or your freedom, your liberation. They're just telling you how much, they enjoy seeing you so happy and excited. Feel it, see it, and you are masterful. Right now, more than ever, we are in this turbocharged ability to manifest, to make things happen. Don't waste your time worrying. Fear, if you're watching the news or having conversations that are fear-based, you are creating a timeline that exists because you can see it. And a lot of times we will visualize something. It's like, oh gosh, that's a possible timeline. But why would you sit there and keep seeing it over and over? Because if you're going to keep doing that, you're a masterful being. You're going to create that reality in this reality, this world here. We don't want to do that. Think positive, visualize positively, speak positively, write down those affirmations. But you are amazing. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on your girl that fast. You are amazing. You are a big deal. You have guides who love you. You have loved ones who have passed on that are loving you, supporting you, surrounding you. They are talking to you. They're giving you signs that they are with you, that they're okay, that you're amazing. It's not your time yet. I promise you that your presence on this earth is bringing so much value to us. No matter what you believe, no matter what you're experiencing right now, you are an amazing, benevolent being. You're everything. I know that seems like I'm being repetitive in the videos, but that is the truth. We are powerful. We can visualize a world that we want to live in. We can see it, taste it, smell it. Do it. If you're prayer warriors, pray. Pray like you've never prayed before and watch your answered prayers become tangible in this world. I love you. I thank you. I appreciate you with all that I am. And if you need to share this with someone, that maybe it'll help, I hope it does. And I just want you to know how much you matter, how much you mean. You're everything. I love you. Bye.